So it was the end of February 2024 when a young King David saw an Hajime no Ippo, the anime. And then he starts to think to himself, I'm gonna become a boxer. He starts to see Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao, starts to see Sugar Ray Leonard, starts to watch all the big fights. And then he's like, I wanna become a boxer. Little did he know, this decision could change his life forever. So in this video, I'm gonna be covering 5 lessons that boxing taught me, as now I'm a retired amateur boxer that had only one fight. But in just a year, I've picked up many lessons that has basically changed my whole outlook on life. And I thought I should share it with you guys. So without any further ado, make sure you subscribe. Let's get into it. Right, so number one of the key things that I learned from boxing is you need to be adaptive. In the ring and in boxing in general, what you expect isn't what you encounter. How you prepare, the kind of opponent you prepare for might not be the opponent that you see in the ring. You might prepare for an orthodox opponent. You go into the ring and he's southpaw. He's fighting a different way. He's an orthodox fighter. In a fight, in sparring, you always have to be adaptive. You might not be at your fittest when you're sparring, so you need to know how to manage your energy levels. This applies to life because you might have a plan. You might want to become successful at so time in 6 months in a year, but it might not turn out the same. You might meet a hurdle that you have to overcome. So boxing has taught me that you should always be adaptive and be ready to overcome what life throws at you, because it's always going to come with challenges. All right, next lesson I got from boxing is the importance of having a routine and purpose, right? When I was boxing, I always had a routine. So I used to train 11 times a week, right? So I would train morning, evening, and it was basically routine for me, right? Having a routine makes it easy. Knowing what you're going to do at a certain time makes it easy for you. Helps you to overcome the mental battle of deciding what you want to do, because you already have it written down. You already have a plan that's going to tell you, right, at this time, I'm going to go do this. Whereas if you didn't know what you're going to do, then you're going to be stuck trying to decide, and you'll probably just end up going on your phone and scrolling. Because let's be honest, I've done it myself as well. When I don't have a plan for the day or a plan for a certain block of time, I just end up finding myself doing something that's not really productive. So the importance of having a routine is non-negotiable. Second, purpose, which is what I said, routine and purpose, gives you focus and keeps you from doing things that are gonna destroy that purpose, right? In boxing, my purpose was to become a world champ. So always having that in my head, yeah, I want to be champion, or I want to get this title, even if it's just winning an amateur fight. Just winning my first fight gave me so much focus and kept me from doing certain things. So I was going to bed on time, right? I was documenting my journey. I was trying to grow my social media followers, and it was helping me stay. I was not eating junk food. I was not like on my phone till like midnight, right? It keeps you from doing things that would harm you. So you need to have a specific purpose that is strong enough to keep you from doing things that would stop you from achieving it. All right. This one is a bit of a heartwarming one, which is the importance of brotherhood and friends. So having good friends and a good brotherhood, especially even as men, I think all people should have friends, but as men, we tend to almost isolate ourselves and think that we can do it by ourselves. But that is not true. Boxing really taught me that having a group of people around you is very important. There were times that I didn't want to go to training, and I would hit up, we had like a group chat for all of us that box together, right? I'll be like, yo, who's coming training? Once I see that my boy is going training, bro, I'm pulling up, right? Or I'll be like, yo, I don't feel like training today. My boy will be like, what are you talking about, bro? And then he will like motivation, and then I'll end up at the gym, right? So you can't always do it by yourself, bro. You might be in your ego and be like, oh yeah, I'm a man, I don't need to depend on anyone. But bro, life is so much easier when you have other people to depend on. So seek out people that are actually good friends. And notice how I stress good friends, because there's people in your life that are irrelevant to your purpose, right? They might not be bad people, but they don't bring you closer to achieving what you want to achieve. So find good people that would push you and motivate you when you feel down, and you need to do the same for them as well. All right. Next point I learned is no one's coming to save you, bro. In boxing, right, the food that you eat The amount of times that you train, how hard you work, directly correlates to your level of success in the ring, right? So I knew that if I don't put in the work, I'm gonna lose the fight, bro. If I don't put in the right amount of work, do the right things, I'm definitely gonna lose the fight. This translates to life and to anyone because, bro, no one's gonna come and study that book or read that book for you. No one's gonna give you the knowledge that you need to succeed. You have to intentionally go out and seek the opportunity, seek the knowledge that you need to succeed, right? No one's gonna hold your hand like you were a kid, your dad holding your hand crossing the road and be like, oh yeah, here you go, here's $1 million, £1 million. You're not gonna go win the lottery, bro. All I'm trying to say is no one's actually coming to save you, bro. Even if you want to go into gambling, that is wrong. You shouldn't do it. But if you want to go into gambling, bro, like, just have to go get the ticket yourself and you have to go do the scratching and everything. There's always a part for you to play when it comes to achieving your success. That's one thing boxing has taught me. All right, so my last and probably most important point is you need to take action. And I mean, a lot of people get stuck in analysis paralysis. So you have a goal, you see something that you want to do that you think you could succeed at, right? Which is how I found boxing. I saw boxing and I was like, yeah, cool. I could actually make something of myself out of this, right? Staying stuck in analysis paralysis is when you overthink about that thing. So me not taking action would be more like, okay, I'll just keep watching fights or I'll just keep watching boxing tutorials. I wouldn't actually go to a boxing gym, or I would tell myself, oh wait, let me lose weight first and then I'll go boxing, which is something that a lot of people say, let me lose weight first and then I'll start boxing. You need to get out of the habit of having analysis paralysis, which is you're analyzing too much and it stops you from taking action. That is like the simple term of describing it. So stop holding yourself back. I actually had a friend, right, a couple years ago. I tried convincing him to start working out because I noticed my boy was putting on weight. I'm telling him like, bro, of course you're not gonna know what to do in the gym. It's new. It's something that you have to learn about. And as you go learn, oh, okay, what do I do on Monday? You can literally search that up. What do I do on Monday at the gym? Chest day. You search up exercises for chest. You might go in and your form is going to be horrible, right? But you've shown up. And then once you keep doing that, keep the reps in and keep constantly trying to improve, then you'll make progress. But to go back to my story, he didn't go to the gym for like a year after. And guess what? He actually put on more weight than when I told him to go to the gym. So imagine if he started when I gave him the advice to go. Imagine where he would have been now. But thankfully, he's going to the gym now and he's making progress and getting those gains. So although your boy may have retired from boxing, that's crazy because I did it for a year. So I don't even know if I can retire from it. But thank you guys for watching this video. All of you that are on the journey, supporting the journey. Hope this video was helpful to you. And yeah, boy King David, I see you in the next one. We're always gonna do that, the outro. Let's go.